further proposal. That the decision of the Strategic Policy and Resources Committee of the 22nd of February under the heading Illuminate Project Completion and Governance Arrangements be amended to provide that the City Hall be illuminated to celebrate the Queen's official birthday by way of a red, white and blue colour scheme, and be illuminated to commemorate Remembrance Day by way of a colour scheme of red and black.
Seconder, Councillor Hussey. Members agreed? No. Show of hands, members? Okay. All those in favour of the proposal of Councillor Spence, seconded by Councillor Hussey? All those against the proposal?
Lord Mayor, they voted for the Amendment 21 against the Amendment 24. The amendment is lost.
Any further items under Strategic Policy and Resources, members? Stalford.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Lord Mayor, it relates to the minute B1357, which is concerning the Equality Impact Assessment and the procedures that the Council put in place for dealing with the issues around flags and the display of flags on this building. It comes as no great surprise to the DUP group, or indeed to the Unionist benches, that the Council's own initial investigation into the way in which the processes were put in place around this issue found that the Council itself did no wrong. And it comes as no great surprise to us as a group either to see that the parties who pushed through this unwanted, unnecessary and unneeded change in the City Hall should have defended that position. Because, of course, Lord Mayor, we're not surprised at the outcomes at all. What we were surprised by this evening, of course, was the actions of one of those parties who couldn't even bring it within themselves to support a light display to celebrate the Queen's official birthday, or a display to commemorate remembrance. When people talk about creating a shared and equal and a balanced city, we can see just how shared, equal and balanced some people's interpretation of those words really is. The DUP now will move on to the next stage. I'm happy to give way to Alderman Egan if you would like.
No, I'm happy that you continue.
I thought you might be. I thought you might be. I'm sure it might come. I appreciate Alderman Egan might find it very difficult to give way to such a young and inexperienced councillor. I don't really necessarily have his. I don't necessarily have his many years of experience. But however, the DUP will now move on to the next stage, and we will submit. We have submitted our formal complaint to the Equality Commission about the process. I hear members from Sinn Féin making pantomime-style noises. This is the same party who, every time they don't get what they want in this council, they threaten us with the Equality Commission. Every time a decision goes against the parties opposite, we get lectured about the threats of legal action, surcharges and all sorts of accusations are made against us. But it's interesting to note that the Equality Commission, when it provides the advice that the three parties opposite want, then its word becomes gospel. So we will see what the outcome of the Equality Commission's investigation into the way in which this issue has been handled. For my part, and for my party's part, and I believe for the part of everyone on these benches, we remain convinced that the decision of the three parties to push through this flag change was contrary to equality considerations, contrary especially given the report which demonstrated that we have within our workforce a chill factor, a Protestant chill factor within our workforce. But the three parties opposite decided that they would ignore that and would push through this divisive and unneeded measure. So we shall see what the Equality Commission says, and I hope that it will vindicate our position. But I have no doubt that when Alderman Egan comes along, a man who didn't even turn up to vote on the issue because he was away building houses apparently, I'm sure that when Alderman Egan rises to his feet, he will present a stout defence of the position that Sinn Féin, the SDLP and the Alliance have taken. For our part, we shall see the outcome of the Equality Commission investigation in this regard, and we look forward to receiving it. Thank you, Lord Mayor.
Thank you, Alderman Stalford.